I'm Dean, I'm the dad.
I'm Laura, I'm the mom.
And I'm Krysta, and I'm the daughter.
And together we are Family Plot. Well, that was nice. How is everybody today?
Hanging in there.
Krysta?
I am also hanging in there.
Oh, okay, so first off, I am so excited about getting to talk with Kate.
Yes, and that is out now. Episode 370 of Ignorance Was Bliss features your favorite family plot, the three of us, talking to Kate, who is the host of that show.
And if you don't know Kate and you haven't listened to that show, you should, because she's awesome.
And we all got equal time, and it worked out really well. So, yeah, definitely.
We all got pretty much our own parts for the Ignorance Was Bliss show on that.
Also, some apologies are due to our listeners. The cold that Laura had last week has spread to me and really hasn't left Laura and really hasn't left Krysta. So our voices are not in the best shape they could be. We're doing our best, but if we sound a little off or if the show's a little short, that's the reason why.
Yep. That's right, because we're here for you, sick or not.
Yeah. But we're not going to spread it to you because this is through microphone.
Also, just remember, share the show if you enjoy it. Share it on your social media, whatever. If you don't like us, don't say anything. That's all I'm saying.
Right? You should tell it to the school, kids at my school. Like, I've been wearing cat ears all week, and they've just been like, "Ew, you're a furry." I'm like, what about it?
Look, they used to do the same thing to hippies when in the 80s, okay? It was a thing. Some people are just not bright, so a
lot of people are just not bright.
Well, I don't want to say a lot of people, but some people are just not bright. Right. Some people are just normal, and that's fine. Normal people can be different intelligence, whatever. Some people just aren't bright, and they're awful proud of how not bright they are.
And then they get into high school, and they have no friends, and can't get a job because they're awful people. And do not pay attention to their schoolwork or anything.
So, rather than ask if you remember what the show's about, because we're going a different direction. This was supposed to be the Hyatt Regency show. That show has been pushed back to, March. So, Laura, what if we rented a house where there was a haunting and strange dreams? Like, you had strange dreams in the house.
It depends how haunted and how strange the dreams were.
Sounds, mostly. And you're dreaming of things like a sea captain, like wandering around the house and standing at the end of the bed staring at you.
I could probably deal with that and probably try to become friends with the sea captain.
And what if you were offered the house? Would you buy it?
No.
Absolutely.
Even if it was a decommissioned church and a former mortuary?
Sounds good.
One of our listeners has sent us a story about exactly that, and we will discuss it. Then a dying German in the care of a single mother in the late 1800s leaves her some gold in payment, as well as the legend of the Lost Dutchman Mine.
Which I threw your direction because we hadn't talked about it. And
yes.
It comes from the state in which I was born.
Arizona, yes. It was, and it happens in the Superstition Mountains, which is my favorite name of mountains anywhere.
Well, there you go.
But before we get into either of those stories, I believe Krysta has some weird facts for us.
We're
not starting that yet.
Not yet. Krysta has something in the works.
You can tell them about it now.
Okay.
We've talked about this, Dad.
Yeah.
So our Krysta is going to start bringing us not only weird facts, but her very own
Question
question.
of the week. I think about something on normally Saturdays after we record all the stuff, and then start researching about it. So we will get your answer next week, and they tell me what they think it is, and I tell them the actual answer from the research.
Well, there you go. I like that. I like it a lot.
This is going to put us to the test in our parental knowledge.
Well, I hope I pass.
Y'all say that.
We don't always do so well when Krysta puts us to the test, but we'll try.
Well, good
And
thing.
we'll learn something in the process.
Yeah.
I learn stuff from Krysta all the time.
Me too.
Especially from the 5 Weird Facts, so I'm hoping this will create
Well,
more learning.
exactly. So, why don't you educate us, Crystalline?
Alright. Are from VietnamVSugs.com.
Krysta.
Cool.
Okay.
What are the facts about, Crystalline?
Today's facts are about Ukraine.
The country of Ukraine?
Yes.
Cool.
Because when Father, over here, sent me the notes, the dad, he said Hirsch. So know what I did? I went on a hunt for the word Hirsch and tried to do facts about it, and apparently the name Hirsch, it came up as a name from the Ukraine.
I see.
So know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this, alright?
Well, you know what? It's okay, though, because Ukraine is in the news, so definitely topical.
Yeah.
Like an ointment. So I am teaching a class at work this week, and one of my fellow trainers in the class is also a fan of puns. So I have gotten many fun puns this week.
Yes, I've heard.
I know. I won't put you through all of them now. Crystalline, your facts, my dear.
Alright. Number 1. Ukraine is large. It is actually the largest state in Europe. It has an area of 600,600.
Okay, hold on.
28.
603,628 kilometers squared.
Yeah. I know what kilometers to mean.
That's
Making
big.
it 20 times bigger than Belgium.
Wow.
Number 2. Largest desert in Europe is in Ukraine south. Oleshki Sands, located 30 kilometers east of Corrosion, is the largest expanse of sand in Europe.
Wow. See, I'm getting educated already.
Number 3. Nowhere else in the world you can find so many gypsum caves?
Gypsum?
Gypsum caves on such a small territory, as in Ukrainian Podilla. I'm sorry, guys.
You're fine. Yeah, Padilla.
Padilla. Optimistic.
Okay, we are, first off, we're both gonna butcher this, because I'm not sure I can do any better. But, I'm just gonna, so, many unique gypsum caves on such a small territory, as in Ukrainian Podillia. Optimistchina cave is the longest cave in Eurasia.
Okay.
Cool.
Feel free to correct this if you know any of those words.
Yeah, feel free to send us the pronunciation.
Yes, very good. Number.
There's number 1.
3,
There's number 3?
I think. Right? Number 3? Yeah, it was number 3. Yeah, number 3.
Okay.
Ascania Nova Steep Reserve is the oldest in the world steep reserve. It is home to 500 kinds of plants and 3,000 animal species.
Wow.
Number 5. Unfortunately, today, there is no +1.
Oh, well.
That makes me sad.
Dad likes +1 edition, but it's okay. We'll manage.
Ukraine is a home of 5,000 castles. Unfortunately, many of them remained as ruins, not being fully reconstructed. Most of them located in the western part of Ukraine.
Wow. Castles are pretty awesome.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, thank you. That's super interesting. I didn't know there was so much exciting Ukrainian information out there.
Right?
And now I know where to go to get my gypsum. I've been wondering.
Yep, me too.
Yay, Krysta!
Krysta, you're a rock star. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, haunted former church
Right. Well,
mortuary places.
Well, this is what we know. This is what we know about Clarissa. First of all, it's not her name. It's what she's calling herself. She's in her late 20s. She's been in her home for the better part of 8 years. For 4 years, she had rented the property, but now she is purchasing it. When she first moved in, she was a single girl finishing up her final year of college and working a corporate job. Since then, she's graduated, advanced to a supervisory position in her corporate job, and is slowly building her own business. She grew up in a family of Catholics, though she really has become agnostic, just not religious, mostly because religion seems to require judgment, and she tries not to judge people on anything other than what they put out into the world.
Whoa.
She's terminally short, refers to herself as a corporate goth, and in general considers herself fairly normal. So, here's what we know about the house. The house she is buying was originally a church and briefly a mortuary, which was eventually closed because the mortician engaged in bad practices. Now, I don't know what those are. I wasn't able to find out anything doing a Google search about it, and she didn't want to dig into it too much.
I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to know about bad practices that took place where I lived.
The place has been renovated a couple of times, but according to her, still looks like a small-town church. It is located in a suburb of Boston called Dorchester.
I see.
Or as they pronounce it, Dorchester.
Something like
Like
that.
somebody walked by and they're just like, is that a church? Yeah. It's an old church. It's supposed to be a house now. When? Where? Why? How?
So that's what we know about the building. Now, here's the timeline. Clarissa moved into the place 8 years ago, and it is 2 levels with an attic space. Downstairs is an open floor plan, which incorporates a kitchen, a dining area, a bathroom, and a living space. She also has her desk downstairs for research, working from home, and gaming. Upstairs is her room, a guest bedroom, a huge bathroom, and a wardrobe that she uses as an art studio for paintings and sculpture. The attic formerly contained renovation supplies and tools that belonged to her landlord. Since she is purchasing it, it is currently empty, though she does plan on using it for storage.